Hi everyone, it's Andrew here. Just want to tell you about the amazing day I had yesterday. On Monday I was at work and I was browsing through the council website where I work, and there was a message on there about travel choice, which is a scheme that the council do to encourage people in the city to try and use more environmentally friendly forms of transport. And it said that they were having some publicity coming up, and if people had used the travel choice scheme, the most recent scheme they've done is giving people free travel information packs with cycle maps, National Express, bus routes, bus timetables, that sort of thing. If you'd use that, they need volunteers to help in some publicity. So I rang the lady in question, told her my story, what I'd done, how I used to drive and how I use my bike. And she said, great, there'll be a BBC film crew on your doorstep first thing tomorrow morning. I was like, what? But I agreed. I thought, why not? It'll be an interesting opportunity. So, first thing yesterday morning, 8:30, BBC film crew arrived, came into my house, and it was a cameraman and a producer. I'd spent the previous night with a good old tidy up, so when they arrived the place looked nice. And they filmed me getting ready, putting my helmet on, putting my coat on, grabbed my bag, get my bike, and off I went. And then we did loads of filming going to and fro, cycling up and down through leaves, all that sort of thing. And then they did a quick interview at the side of the road. And I thought it's only going to be sort of a little story, it'll be on Look East or something. But no, this was one of the main stories on the 1 o'clock news yesterday. That's right, national. So anyway, sit back, relax, have a look, and enjoy the story.
Coming down your garden path in future, not the postman or the milkman, but your personal travel planner, appropriately with his own bike. Armed with maps, timetables and advice, he's the government's latest weapon to cut car use and carbon emissions.
Did you know about the Sustrans Route 53 into town from
The idea is that we'd all be happy to drive less if only there was a practical alternative.
The advice is very good. It's quite wide-ranging because you've got the public transport, you've got the cycling. There's also leaflets in there regarding the National Express coaches, etc., which I do use quite a bit now.
The government likes schemes like this because they're cheap and they do seem to have a big impact. Here in Peterborough, they've spent less than £1 million advising 20,000 people, and it's cut car use by 10%. Personal choices about how we get around are at the heart of today's environmental strategy. The advice for Andrew Upton was get on your bike. It's 6 miles to work. He no longer even has a car.
I think I decided to get rid of my car and get a bike, so I wanted to try some transport that was more environmentally friendly, and it was a good way of getting myself fit as well. And it's such a lovely area to cycle through and enjoy.
Some critics want the government to be more radical, but it knows stopping us travelling would damage the economy, so existing networks have to be improved too. There's talk, but no decisions yet, of a new high-speed rail line, at least as far as Birmingham. Charging us to drive in busy city centres is still on the agenda, as is the widening of motorways to remove bottlenecks. Environmentalists want curbs on air travel. That is currently not part of the plan. The government now has a pot of £20 billion to spend long-term on changing and improving how we travel. But as always in transport, making a real difference will take years. Tom Simons, BBC News, Peterborough.
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want